Side. The Remy Martin brand is one of the best known in the spirits industry, and as the industry is seeing a rebound, particularly in luxury brands, Remy is launching a U.S. campaign for its premium Louis XIII, that's Louis XIII Cognac. Patrick Piana is the chief executive of Remy Martin. He joins us now for a CEO sit-down, and I should say Remy Martin is a division of Remy Cointreau.
Yes, it is.
Exactly. Okay.
Yeah.
So tell us, first of all, because I know everyone around here has been eagerly waiting, what was the inspiration behind this Louis XIII Cognac?
Behind Louis XIII, our founders, Paul-Émile Remy Martin, in 1874, basically decided he was going to bottle the best eau de vie, the oldest eau de vie of the family. And if he felt that he needed to have one of the most beautiful decanter, so he created that decanter inspired by the old French war decanter. And the name Louis XIII came as an evidence, as Louis XIII was one of the kings who really helped develop the region of Cognac. So that's how it all came back in 1874. And Louis XIII is the best cognacs possibly made, as we have 100-year-old eau de vie in this decanter. And they're blended. It's like 1,200 different eau de vie blended through 4 generations of master sellers. So that's the reason why it is that extraordinary brand that it is today.
Now, what does this particular cognac retail for, let's say, per bottle?
Oh, it's a bargain. It's about $2,000, probably a little bit more sometimes. And it's anyway in very limited quantities, as when you have to age your product for up to 100 years, you really have limited supply. So it's more about the passion and the elegance that 4 generations of master seller are putting into developing this product that it comes through.
Now, Patrick, why choose the United States for this marketing campaign? Or indeed, are you going to be going global with it? Because it seems as though, at least from the previous results from Remy Cointreau, they keep talking about the growth in places like China, that this is where you're going to see people willing to pay this kind of money. Or are we seeing economic resurgence in the United States for $2,000?
I think no. A lot of people are talking about China, and yes, China as well as Southeast Asia is extremely important to the worldwide economical business. And yes, a lot of wealth is being created. But let's not forget that the U.S. economy remains the #1 economy and will probably remain the #1 economy for long term. Louis XIII has been active in the U.S. for a long time, and it is just part of a global program we are developing, and we have been developing either in the U.S. now, in Asia before, in Europe, that is about making sure we explain, as we're doing right now, what is Louis XIII, why is it the best eau de vie, and reach the high net worth individual of the world. And we're in New York, we're going to be in LA, we're going to be in Miami, and the US is a market where you have highly influential people in the world of business, arts, show business, and we strongly believe it has to be at the heart of our strategy.
Now, as part of your strategy, you have also added Cœur de Cognac,
yes,
right, in Europe,
yes.
And this is also trying to, I think, take advantage of demographic changes, the way people consume cognac. Imagine using ice with cognac. But how is that possible?
It is possible, and it's happening all over the world, and I think that's the big evolution. Cognac is sometimes seen in some parts of the world as an older product, where the reality is that it's a vibrant, energetic category. And Remy has been extremely, innovative in everything the company has been doing over the last 25 to 40 years in making sure we would reach out for consumers and give them ways of consuming it that are, in line with their expectations. So now Europe is turning to more cocktail.
Trying to make it a hipper brand, basically.
Exactly.
Right?
And when you think about that, the U.S. is the world of cocktail. For you, having a cocktail is something that is absolutely part of life. In Europe is still behind. They're still learning, and I should say we are still learning, as I'm European, still learning how to, drink cocktails and put ice into our cognac.
Now, one of the other strategies, I just want to get you before we run out of time, is that you have taken over as much of the distribution network as you want right now, and that's a change.
That was very important, and that happened. Remy Cointreau made the decision about 2.5 years ago to walk away from a distribution network that we're sharing to really take ownership of the distribution network. Why? Because luxury brands have to be executed by people who care about their brands 360 days a year and every night.
We got to leave it there, but I want to thank you very much. Santé,
Thank you very much.
Patrick Piana, the head of Remy Martin